Why would humans develop a system as complex as writing when spoken language already existed? Theories suggest that as societies grew, the need for organization, memory, and record-keeping became vital. Ancient civilizations needed to track trade, govern populations, and pass knowledge to future generations. Writing became humanity's solution. Long before formal writing, humans used visual symbols to convey messages. Cave paintings, such as those in Lascaux, France, dating back over 17,000 years, tell stories of hunts and rituals. These images were precursors to writing, reflecting a desire to record experiences and communicate beyond spoken words. Around 3,500 BCE in Mesopotamia, the first signs of proto-writing emerged. Clay tokens represented commodities, serving as a primitive accounting system. These tokens evolved into pictographs, pressed into clay tablets, forming the foundation of the world's earliest true writing system, cuneiform. Developed by the Sumerians, cuneiform used wedge-shaped impressions on clay to document trade, laws, and stories. Early records primarily focused on economic transactions, but over time, the system expanded to include literature and history. The Epic of Gilgamesh, one of the oldest known stories, was preserved through cuneiform. Mesopotamia's fertile lands supported bustling cities, creating the need for administration and communication. The region's lack of natural resources like stone or metal made clay an ideal medium for writing. Writing allowed these city-states to manage their economies and solidify their power. While cuneiform emerged in Mesopotamia, the ancient Egyptians independently developed hieroglyphics around 3100 BCE. These symbols combined pictorial and phonetic elements, allowing for a more versatile writing system. Carved into temple walls or written on papyrus, hieroglyphics connected the divine, the ruling class, and the people. In Egypt, writing was intertwined with spirituality. The Book of the Dead, a collection of spells and instructions for navigating the afterlife, was written on papyrus scrolls buried with the deceased. Writing was seen as a divine tool that ensured immortality and divine favor. Both Mesopotamia and Egypt relied on scribes to wield the power of writing. Trained in complex systems of symbols, scribes held prestigious roles in society. They managed taxes, recorded laws, and even composed literature, becoming indispensable to their civilizations. Did writing systems develop independently in multiple regions, or did they spread from one origin point? Most historians believe that while Mesopotamia was the first, other regions like Egypt and the Indus Valley independently developed writing. This parallel evolution demonstrates humanity's universal need to document and communicate. The Indus Valley civilization, thriving around 2600 BCE, created a script that remains undeciphered. Found on seals and pottery, its symbols suggest a system of writing used for trade or administration. Scholars continue to debate its purpose and connection to other writing systems. In ancient China, around 1200 BCE, writing began on oracle bones used for divination. Questions about the future were inscribed on turtle shells or ox bones, which were then heated until they cracked. The answers were recorded alongside the questions, preserving early Chinese script. One theory posits that writing systems emerged to consolidate and project state power. Kings and priests used writing to issue decrees, codify laws, and legitimize their rule. The Code of Hammurabi, inscribed in cuneiform, stands as one of the earliest examples of written law. Writing revolutionized trade by enabling detailed record-keeping and contracts. Merchants no longer relied solely on memory or oral agreements. Instead, they documented transactions on clay tablets or papyrus. Writing fostered trust and complexity in economic systems, supporting the growth of empires. While early systems like cuneiform and hieroglyphics were complex, alphabets simplified writing. The first true alphabet emerged around 1800 BCE in the Levant, using a limited set of symbols to represent sounds. This innovation made writing more accessible and adaptable to different languages. The Phoenicians, master traders of the ancient world, spread their alphabet across the Mediterranean. This alphabet, consisting of 22 consonants, was adopted and adapted by the Greeks and later the Romans. Its simplicity and portability ensured its influence on countless civilizations. The Greek alphabet, with added vowels, allowed for precise expression and the creation of enduring works of philosophy, drama, and history. Plato, Aristotle, and Herodotus recorded their ideas in writing, ensuring their influence extended far beyond their lifetimes. Sacred texts like the Torah, Vedas, and later the Bible and Quran relied on writing to preserve religious teachings. Writing lent permanence to oral traditions, creating foundations for spiritual practices and community identities. The Romans refined the Greek alphabet into Latin, which became the foundation of many modern scripts. Roman law, inscribed on tablets and later codified, provided a blueprint for governance that influenced Western civilization. Independent of Old World influences, Mesoamerican cultures like the Maya developed complex writing systems. Mayan glyphs recorded dynastic histories, astronomical data, and religious rituals, showcasing advanced literacy and scholarship. Empires like the Assyrians, Persians, and Romans used writing to manage vast territories. Administrative documents ensured efficient governance, while inscriptions commemorated victories and projected imperial power. Writing was as much a tool of control as it was of communication. In 105 CE, Chinese inventors created paper, revolutionizing the written word. Paper was lighter, cheaper, and easier to produce than clay or stone. This innovation made writing more accessible, supporting the spread of knowledge. The spread of writing systems led to the establishment of schools and libraries. In ancient Mesopotamia, temple schools trained scribes, while Egypt's great library at Alexandria sought to collect all known knowledge. Writing became the backbone of education and scholarship. Throughout history, writing has been used to influence and control public opinion. From royal decrees to propaganda, written words shaped societies. Kings, emperors, and revolutionaries alike wielded writing to consolidate power and inspire change. As civilizations interacted through trade and conquest, writing systems blended and evolved. The adoption of the Phoenician alphabet by Greeks and Romans exemplifies this exchange. Writing served as a bridge, connecting cultures and fostering shared knowledge. Initially, writing was restricted to elites like priests and scribes. Over time, alphabets and cheaper writing materials democratized literacy, enabling broader participation in cultural and political life. Literacy became a marker of progress and enlightenment. Writing allowed societies to preserve their histories, triumphs, and failures. Ancient chronicles and inscriptions provided insights into how people saw themselves and their world. These records became windows into the past, ensuring that history was not lost to time. Beyond functionality, writing became an art. Calligraphy, poetry, and inscriptions on monuments elevated the written word, combining beauty with meaning. Writing expressed not only ideas, but also emotions and aesthetics. The world's first libraries, like those in Nineveh and Alexandria, housed thousands of clay tablets and scrolls. These repositories safeguarded knowledge, making it available to future generations. Libraries became symbols of civilization and intellectual achievement. Many ancient writing systems, like Chinese characters, are still in use today. Their resilience reflects the enduring power of the written word to adapt and connect generations. Writing's evolution continues to honor its ancient origins. Writing began as a practical tool, but became humanity's most transformative invention. From the clay tablets of Sumer to the digital screens of today, it has shaped culture, science, and identity. The story of writing is the story of civilization, a journey that continues to this day. Our journey through time comes to an end for today. We embark on new adventures every week. If you relish the experience, please like and subscribe.